Good morning. Good morning. I am Kahlua. Yes, you may. And today's a special day in our household because we have a birthday going on. You gonna come on and show your face so everybody can wish you a happy birthday? Aiden, are you gonna do it? No, okay. He will not be showing his face, but we will take happy birthday comments. No problem, and I will let him know about them. Um, Yay! So it is Wednesday and our first week of the shift since we've stopped doing the Monday lives. So that was a little bit weird for me this week, but I did take some extra time for self-care. um, so we're here for Wednesday, the Divine Guidance, and this Friday begins our first bonus, I guess, our first extra crave class where we'll be tapping into. Yesterday was new moon, new lunar year, right? The new lunar cycle. Um, let's see what else. Year of the tiger, Imbolc. So lots of energy happening. A wonderful time. Again, continuing to release and just the year of the tiger is not just the tiger, it's a water tiger in the season of water and at the new moon. So it's a lot of flow, a lot of fluidity. And so in doing that, with all of that happening, the the movement experience for crave is going to be very fluid this time, but very grounding. Also, we're going to tap into grounding so that we don't float away. So it's going to be just what we need for the season, and would love to have you there. Check it out at mycrave.club. And let's see, a little bit of a change in schedule for my boutique club this week. Our Clarity party is going to be this Saturday instead of next Saturday due to my travel schedule. So it's going to be a busy couple days filled with inspiration, but I love how it worked out at this time because I think everything happens, what is the expression? What are the chances of that? 100%. So that is exactly how it is supposed to work out. Because I think that this is the perfect time to get that kind of guidance. So those are my announcements as we get going. And so just a quick aside for today's divine guidance, with all of that I was talking about, the new moon and the new lunar year and all of this stuff happening, I felt compelled to use the moon cards this time instead of the energy cards. I wanted to see what they had to say about all this moon stuff going on. And again, what are the chances of that? 100%. The congruency is always amazing. But acceptance is what has come up as our card today. And why I say the congruencies, I just did a post, I think was it yesterday or the day before, earlier this week, where I talked about, as we were going into all of that new moon stuff, a lot of the shadow stuff was starting to show up, not just for me, but in my community. I was seeing that happen a lot. And specifically for me, what showed up was really self-doubts and criticisms and judgments about my own appearance. And, again, that goes back to childhood where, yes, I got picked on and really ridiculed about my appearance. And, a thought that's repeated becomes a belief. And so I had this belief about the way I looked and it not being good enough, which meant I was not good enough because, when you think about it, what is a woman's true value in a patriarchal society? It's to look good, right? Great that you're smart and you can be a scientist, but just please look hot while you do so, right? So obviously this is stuff we're all healing, but it still sits inside of you. And so it took me so many years to get to this place of self-acceptance for how I looked and showed up in the world. And as other parts of my life started to, come up, maybe they were lower before, right? My, maybe financials or work and things like that, even relationship. As that increased, I found my acceptance of myself decreasing as far as my looks. And I realized, oh, I have this weird thing about I need to not feel good in all areas, I guess, right? Like if one goes up, one must come down, which of course is not the truth. We want to elevate all of it, right? That's what God wants for us to be, the love that he has for us. So this acceptance card is not about like accepting the way I look or, whatever's going on, but it's acceptance for what is it you're really feeling? What do you really feel? What is really going on for you? And accepting that, not pushing it aside, not saying, oh, no, 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 I couldn't possibly feel something like that. Like maybe it's negative and I'm not negative, or, whatever it is. Sometimes we don't want to accept. We don't want to take that look in the mirror and admit that, yeah, this is me. This is how I feel. This is the deep-seated belief inside of me. How could I possibly believe that, right? But the thing is, when you accept it, this is the first stage of growth. Once you accept it, now you can heal it. But if you're going to go back into denial, we don't get anywhere, right? It doesn't heal, it doesn't go away. And now that sabotaging belief continues to sabotage. Whether you think it is or not, it's doing it. Trust me, the subconscious mind is way more powerful than the conscious mind. So this is a gift, my loves. This is a gift. When you hear or see or discover or figure out these beliefs or these behaviors or characteristics, these things that are not serving you, it's a gift because it means you get to change it, which means you get to change your results. It means if, something's not happening for you, here's your answer. Now let's heal that and things start to flow. They show up. And this is the season for it. I've been saying that since the beginning of winter. This is the hibernation when we reflect and we go into all of this stuff. So now it's coming out. Accept it. Okay. We're figuring it out. Accept it. And then what was really cool is the card, the Green Witch, right? Our herbal card that came up was positivity, marigolds. Okay. And a little bit of a twofold thing on this. So, as I was saying, kind of bleeding into what I was saying before about, no, I couldn't possibly, I'm positive. I don't think like that. Right. Sometimes, and it was a message that I got. Okay, let me see what it was. It was a message I got either earlier in the week or last week about being positive is not the same as being high vibration. Okay. That high vibration state when you are vibrating at the frequency of the things that you want, that positive, being in that state of faith, that's where we want to be, right? We never want to take action from that low vibration state. So we're always when we find ourselves out of that high vibration place, we're moving back into it, right? That's our only goal, is to move back into the vortex, as Abraham Hicks talks about, right? But what happens, I've noticed, and I notice it because I've been guilty of it, is that we can have a tendency to mistake positivity with high vibration. High vibration is an authentic positivity. Whereas positivity can sometimes be like, I'm fine. Everything's great. It's great. Everything's good. Hi, how are you today? Yes, I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Yes. Bye. And I do that, right? Making fun of myself. But that's not high vibration. You're being positive. You're being optimistic. You're being beautiful, just like you are. But high vibration means doing the work. It means getting through all of that shadow stuff that could be lowering your vibration, because this, and I'm great, is not raising your vibration. It's being positive, but it's not raising your vibration. And I talk about a lot of times healing is like cleaning a closet, right? You got to make a bigger mess. You got to pull everything out and make a bigger mess before you can neatly put it all back in its beautiful places, right? And make it look nice and feel good. And that is what we need to do. We need to accept, back to accept this stuff as it's coming up, work through it, not, oh no, I couldn't possibly feel that way, I'm positive. No, we need to move through it, process it. Otherwise, it stays trapped in your body, and like, right, all those blocked emotions that cause dis-ease and all kinds of miserable stuff for you, whether it be health related, whether it be mindset related, whether it be, relationship, all the different areas of your life. This is going to hit you. So you want to actually process this so that you can be in the high vibration, not just that low level positivity. Okay. Let me know if that's making sense to you, if you're feeling the distinction, and if not, I can do a whole thing on that. So, um, the other thing that's coming up with the positivity is, so we're accepting, right? We're finally admitting, we're like, oh my gosh, I feel this way. I have this crazy belief. How could I? Okay, I accept it, and I'm going to heal it. And then the other side of the coin with this positivity is to do it without judging yourself, without beating yourself up, with forgiveness and love for yourself. Whatever, it's there. It could be because it was programmed into you at a young age. It could be something you picked up. It could be something, in your childhood years. Somebody said something, and you're in that, that 1 to 7 age range where, first of all, you're making all your decisions about the world, right? You're navigating all that, but you're also in probably the most ego age, right? The egotistical age where like everything is about you. So as you're making meanings about the world, you're making them about yourself in the world. And so somebody may have said this one thing and you took it to mean something about you, and that has guided how you show up. Love yourself, forgive yourself, because nothing heals without love, right? So you can't possibly expect to heal whatever this is that you're accepting and has shown up without love. You don't beat it out of you. That's not how we heal, right? We take care of ourselves. We love ourselves. We accept ourselves, right? So that's the other side of that coin with the positivity. All right, my loves, I hope that this is helpful for you. I would love to hear. I kind of shared a little bit of the stuff that I've been processing these last few days, and it really it was funny because as we were in that shadow time, I was in a new moon healing circle with some beautiful ladies, and as I showed up for that, it's an evening. I had been cleaning and doing laundry, right? So hair is pulled back, no makeup on Zoom. And I'm just like, oh, like, oh. And I had to really accept that, wow, I can't believe I think that about myself all these years later. Like I thought I had healed that. So back to the drawing board we go. And so now I'm having to dig back into that. And so, I invite you to share, what is it that you're healing? Because as you share it, when you share it with the collective, and we had a couple weeks ago that our guidance, our divine guidance, was as we step into the sisterhood, as we come together, that's how we step into our power. This is how we do it, my loves. We are doing it in community, in sisterhood, right? The more we come together, the more powerful we are. So share with us. Let us support you. Receive. That's part of it too. Receive. You've got to receive. And I would, like I said at the beginning, would love to have you join the Sisterhood of the Crave Club or even the Clarity parties, both of which coming up this week. Reach out to me if you need any support. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and go ahead and share with the community. I would love to hear what you have to say. So I hope this was helpful. Have an amazing week. And one last announcement, I will not be here next week. I will be traveling next week. So have an amazing week, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Mwah! Bye, my loves.